baby, tell the mood to change.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light. Go.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's...
And he's going to go down again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. To throw is Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shake.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wilson, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 40, 30, 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a touchdown, Seahawks.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Delay of game, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Offense.
And partner, in all of our talks with head coaches, they talk about having multiple 2-point plays ready in today's NFL. They may have to go to an alternate one now after that penalty.
Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he stays up. Able to shake him off. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Hey, 29, Alpha, 54, Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Colt 66.
First down, here's White. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
He's got Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 10 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Wilson, he'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ball 50.
On second down, they'll run with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Jacket, reload.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returnable for Lockett. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What? 58, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
From the gun, Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Check, watch 54. Watch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They run it with Carson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. But Charles, it's one thing to win.